What is up, guys? Shadowmaster EX here, bringing you Trainer Card Wednesday, installment number 4, and today we're going to be looking at the Sinnoh region's finest Pokemon. Sinnoh's got some really nice Pokemon, honestly. I really do find Sinnoh Pokemon to be very well designed and very competitive, but these are just 6 of my favorites that I find stand out really well when it comes to competitive battling. So first, we have Gliscor, appropriately named Clamps because of his little pincers, and that's also a Futurama reference, so if you like Futurama, I like you. So we have Gliscor holding the Toxic Orb because of his ability Poison Heal. So pretty much you send him in a battle, you protect right away because you don't want anyone to try to put a different status on you, and then the Toxic Orb will activate, you'll be poisoned, and when your health is not at full, you'll continuously gain some health, so that's always nice. We run an Impish Nature because Gliscor's got really good physical defense, good HP, good attack, good... I'm pretty sure his speed's pretty good. It's literally just a special attack that's really terrible. It's bad, so if you want to kill a Gliscor, hit it with a special move, probably Ice Beam. That'll wreck his shit pretty well. So, farther moveset, we run Toxic, Earthquake, Substitute, Protect, and the goal behind the set is Earthquake is your stab attacking move, Substitute protects you from taking damage, and if you've got Toxic up, it stalls your opponent out. This Toxic stall, while annoying, is a strategy. They have to take a turn of poison damage to break your sub, and they also have to take a turn of poison damage if you use Protect. So it keeps your Gliscor alive longer, and it makes it more likely that the opponent will die soon. This Toxic is nothing to fuck with. It is a status that gives no shits. Next, we have Garchomp. I love naming my Garchomp Breaker because, it's a Garchomp. He can break anything and anyone he wants to. He's a monster. We run a Choice Scarf, Jolly Natured Rough Skin set. Rough Skin because, opponents who are physical attackers will have to take extra damage if they want to get rid of I almost called him Gliscor. If they want to get rid of Garchomp, which is cool because sometimes that little extra damage is all you need to get them out of here. And then we run Choice Scarf because, a fast-hitting, really strong attacker is what we want for the team, and Choice Scarf pretty much enables the first hit against most everybody as long as they're not choiced as well. We run the moves Outrage, Crunch, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw, and Choice Scarf Outrage is something that you probably don't see a whole lot of, but if you're going to be locked in the move anyway, you might as well use a move that locks you in for a couple of turns. The Confusion's very undesirable, but you're going to switch out at that point anyway, because with Fairy types this gen, you could literally just throw a Fairy type in, and you're fucked. So you have to switch irregardless. But we've got Dragon Claw in case you don't want to be locked, Earthquake for ground stab, and Crunch for coverage. Next, we've got Empoleon. I don't honestly use Empoleon a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had, because, well, not had, but I wish I used it more, because Empoleon's a really awesome Pokemon. You put the leftovers on Empoleon, make sure his health is just nice and fine, keep him around as long as you can. Modest Nature for special attacking, Torrent, because I don't believe Empoleon's hidden ability has been released yet. I don't think any of Gen 4 starters were, but I could be wrong. Torrent's a decent ability. It's pretty basic, but it's still a decent ability. And then you run Hydro Pump and Flash Cannon as 2 very powerful stab special moves. Ice Beam for coverage, and Grass Knot, again for coverage, because Ice Beam's a good move, especially when dealing with Dragon types, because most of them are quad weak to Ice, so since you're Modest Nature and your special attacks do more anyway, Ice Beam will probably kill all the dragons. unless they're, focus sashed, or if they're incredibly bulky like Goodra. Not to mention it's not times 4, because he's only dragon. But I digress. Next, we have Infernape, and I cannot tell you guys how much I love Infernape. Infernape is one of my favorite fire-type Pokemon, hands down. So good. So cool. Especially like Ash's Infernape. Even though Ash is a pretty terrible trainer, Infernape did, his team was really good in Sinnoh, and Infernape was no exception. And the name, Allons-y, French for let's go, because, he's ready to fight. He's a fighting type, fire type, freaking monkey with fire on his head. He is ready to go. He's always ready to go. Jolly nature, because we want to be speedy. Choice band, because we want to hit as hard as possible. And Iron Fist to power up all of our punching moves. So, close combat, Mach Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, all boosted by Iron Fist. And what I have learned, which is actually the greatest thing in the world, if you send in Infernape against Greninja, normally you'd probably be screwed, because, type advantage, and Greninja's faster, and Infernape has, absolutely no defense either way. But you've got Mach Punch, Choice Band, Iron Fist. Mach Punch will go first, Choice Band and Iron Fist almost that combination right there almost always kills Greninja. I have learned that. Protean means nothing unless he's going for Protect, which next turn is still gonna die. If he goes for Detect, then he may live. But if he's got Water Shuriken, then you're screwed. If he's got a Choice Scarf, if he's got any priority in a Choice Scarf, you're probably fucked. But 9 out of 10 times, Infernape in this combination can kill Greninja. I have done it, and I have laughed. I have laughed my ass off doing it. It's so hilarious. But we've got Fire Punch over Flare Blitz, because I don't know if it's stronger than Flare Blitz. If you factor in Iron Fist, it probably isn't. But it's still a really good fire move to take advantage of Iron Fist, and then Thunder Punch is really good because it can kill more water types without having to be locked into a fighting type move. So if they're not an Empoleon, we don't got to worry about that. And then Close Combat, because it's an incredibly powerful stab fighting type move. Next, we have Toby Kiss, appropriately named Toga Flinch, because this is a set many people hate. It's a love-hate set. You love to use it, but you hate when someone does it to you. We run Expert Belt, Modest Nature to power up our special attacks. Serene Grace is the name of the game. Serene Grace is a very annoying ability. If you don't know what Serene Grace does, basically it increases the likelihood of added effects to attacks. So, Dazzling Gleam, I'm pretty sure it has an added effect of dropping your special attack. I think that might be Moonblast. I think Dazzling Gleam has this. I think it has an added effect of dropping some stat. I'm not the Dazzling Gleam expert, but what I do know is Air Slash has an added effect of flinching your opponent. Thunder Wave. With Serene Grace, it's more likely you'll be fully paralyzed. This combination is known as Paraflinch, also known as Hell. If you get T-Waved by a Togekiss and you don't kill it after you get T-Waved, or if you don't kill it before the T-Wave, or if you just for some reason get that extra turn and you're paralyzed, it's almost game over from there, because between paralysis and flinching off Air Slash, you could be there for a while if you're resisting the hit or if you just have a lot of HP. Otherwise, I would probably switch out. Switch out to anything that's faster, anything with Bullet Punch. But you run Dazzling Gleam as Stab for Togekiss, and you run Extreme Speed because priority is really important in competitive battle. I didn't have priority on certain teams when playing on Showdown, I was practicing and realized quite quickly that priority will save your life. Last but certainly not least, we've got one of my favorite Pokemon. I always thought this Pokemon was really cool, so when they gave him a Mega Evolution, I thought that was even cooler. A little overkill, but cool. We've got the Master, also known as Lucario. More commonly known as Lucario. But, we run Life Orb over Lucario Knight because that item is actually banned by Smogon, so Mega Lucario in a competitive series such as Trainer Card Wednesday can't unfortunately be a thing, but Life Orb Lucario is still just as powerful. Timid nature because, well, I'm not gonna lie, Adamant or Jolly is probably better because even when you're like timid and that's a minus attack nature, our attack stat is still higher than our special attack stat. Like, at least mine is. I don't IV breed. I tried, but generally speaking, IVs is just something I don't really like to do. I don't know how the stat distribution on Showdown would be, but either way, a physical attacking Lucario is probably the way to go. But if you want to try special, because Mega Lucario's special attack is actually higher than its attack, which is why this is the leftover set from the banned Lucario. So we've got Justified as an ability, because even though Steel doesn't resist Dark anymore, Fighting still does, so getting hit with a Dark type move hurts a little more this gen, but it's still helpful. And with that power up, we run Aura Spear, Extreme Speed, because as I told you before, priority is key in this game. Close Combat, and Flash Cannon. Now, Close Combat is on here in place of Shadow Ball, which I had for a certain point, and then realized that, unfortunately, a special Lucario who runs Aura Spear cannot kill a Chansey one-on-one. Even with the advantage, even with the investment, Chansey will sit there and soft-boiled on you for days. I was so upset when I was playing online, and it was a very close match. I can't even lie when I say that I enjoyed the match. My opponent was very skilled, but it came down to Lucario versus Chansey, and in every other case, Lucario wins, hands down. But not when it's special Lucario. Chansey can eat up special hits like nobody's business. And sadly, I had to walk away from that with a loss because I didn't have close combat. So now, I have close combat. And honestly, if you want to go the route of special Lucario, please do it better than me. Please go mixed. Please go hasty or naughty, and then run Aura Spear, E-Speed, Close Combat, and Flash Cannon. It's such a better set, but this is just the one I have now. I don't like to bring sets that I don't like to Trainer Card Wednesday that I don't actually have and don't have experience with, because at that point I can just say, hey guys, go to Smogon. But yeah, these were my favorite Sinnoh Pokemon. I know there are a lot of common weaknesses here, but the common weakness being Ice is resisted by half the team. Yeah, half the team resists it. And it's in no means super balanced, but this is more of a fun week. If you want to take these Pokemon and just go have fun, you could probably ladder a little bit, but I'm not in any way saying that this is a top tier team. So that's gonna be it for this week's installment of Trainer Card Wednesday. Next week, unfortunately, we will be doing Unova. I honestly don't like Unova that much. I felt like most of the Pokemon in Unova don't need to be here, but yeah. One more week, and we can get to Kalos. That's the one I really want to do. I really want to do Kalos. So, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and a comment down below. Tell us, what are some of your favorite Sinnoh Pokemon that you like to use? Could you construct a better Sinnoh team than this? Probably. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.